How's it going, everyone? Back with another exciting Everquesting adventure. Today we are back on the Cleric, and I want to get my Paineel key so I can get my whole key, because I'm going to find a place to solo down there. I ran across this very nice druid who gave me a great idea. There are quite a few mobs in the hole that are considered summoned mobs. So my Expel Summoned is very mana efficient, pretty fast casting, and he said it's a good place to solo on the Cleric. And that sounded really fun because I like the hole anyways. So what we are going to do is I'm going to show you this pretty cool trick in Warrens where you can pull a bucket load of mobs at the same time, and then you AoE them down and rinse and repeat. But first things first, you got to understand how the aggro radius works on a mob. The higher level you are, the smaller that the aggro radius of the mob shrinks. So I'm way higher level than these guys, so I can run right on top of them and they do not aggro. And since they won't aggro, if I do smack them with my hammer and drag them by this guy, since I'm standing, his aggro radius is so small that this mob or this mob who's running by, they will not assist. Now, when you sit down, the aggro radius of the mob acts as if you're a level 1 tune. So that aggro radius, it expands greatly, and while you're sitting, since your aggro radius is as if you're level 1, all the other mobs that drags through it will assist that mob, if that makes sense. So we're going to use that aggro radius mechanic to our advantage, and we are going to pull a bucket load of mobs at the same time, and I'll show you how to do it. Now, Warrens is great because even though you're inside of a freaking cave or whatever, you can still sow and use your J boots. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna run all the way down, and there's 3 different places I do this. And all depending on your level, you might not be able to pull all 3 places because you might run out of mana or get beat up a little bit. But you do need some sort of an AoE spell. Like I think Tremor is your first AoE spell that can actually, do quite a bit of damage and drop mobs. And then Earthquake, I'm 52. My highest one is Upheaval, but I don't have Upheaval yet. But anyways, we're going to run back here. And what we're going to do is root. Actually, let's go ahead and root Prince back here. If you're lower level, don't root Prince. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to root Prince, and then we're going to run all the way back to the entrance. And hopefully root, it doesn't break by the time I get back up to the entrance, which usually it doesn't because I'm so high level. Because I'm such a amazing freaking Cleric. Not really. But yeah, I want to go solo in the hole. I think that would be a lot of fun with the Expelled Summon. It does good damage. It's low mana cost, and I should be able to do it. Okay, so now that he is rooted, what I'm doing is I have a timer set through and parse. Right before it breaks, I'm going to sit down. So it's going to break in about 3 seconds. About right now. So when I'm sitting down, his aggro radius has expanded as if I'm a level 1 tune. So every person who he runs past, he's going to, all the mobs are going to assist him, and I'm going to drag all of those mobs that I just ran past, and they're all going to run up to me. So you'll see, it's a bucket load of them. It's going to be a bunch of them. So I sit, it acts as, his aggro radius acts as if I'm a level 1. It greatly expands, and then as he runs up here to me, all the other mobs are going to assist him, and then there's going to be like a bucket load of them. So now that I've got these, I'm going to run in the corner, because if you don't, then you're going to get freaking knocked around. So as you can see, this is a lot of mobs. So we're going to wait for a little bit more to make sure all the mobs get here, and then go ahead and Earthquake them down. So this is, as you can see, it's a lot of mobs. And then I'm going to Tremor too. Okay, maybe Tremor. Guys, quit bashing me, man. And then I'm going to go ahead and click my trimmer boots. You could use them in the beginning, but it's so many mobs, you're probably going to get bashed. So, like I just got bashed there. So if my earthquake comes up before I can get a cast off, then I'm just going to earthquake again. If you had upheaval, I'll probably just one-shot everything, but I'm a bad cleric. And there we go. Down. What is this shaman doing, buddy? And smack him with my hammer. Look at that. Boom. You get a lot of faction doing this. When I started, I was threatening, so I was not max scowling. I did a couple pulls, practicing a little bit, and I'm already up to dubious. Now, next place we're going to go is over down on this side since that side's pulled. Again, if you're lower level and you can't handle doing a bunch of pulls in a row, then don't do this side. So now what we're going to do is we're going to run over to this side, and I'll kind of show you on the map where I'm at. And we're going to get this guy right back in the corner, and we're going to do the same thing. We're going to root him, and we're going to run back to the entrance. Now you might ask, why didn't I go back farther? Because if you run back to the entrance and you're too far away, you're going to leash your rooted mob, and then he drops out of aggro. So now we run back to the entrance and try to get back before the root breaks. Like this, and we have 20 seconds. And the reason why I'm not sitting right now is because I want his aggro radius to expand right as the root breaks, so he doesn't pull people around him and they get up here first, if you understand what I mean. All right, it's going to be any second now.
Root break.
And root break. Oh man, maybe I should mute. Sorry guys. Sorry guys. My freaking Discord's going crazy. So now root broke. Since I sit, his aggro radius has now expanded as if I'm level 1, and every person he runs past, he's going to aggro everything and drag them up here. And then all the mobs who we aggroed, since I'm on their aggro table, their aggro radius is going to act if I'm a level 1, and it just causes a massive train. It's a massive, awesome train. And then when I get punched once, come up here in the quarter. Now this pull's not as big as the first one, but still, it's still good. And this is a couple mobs left, so I'm just gonna I'm gonna click them. I'm gonna boot click them so I can save a little bit of mana. I need to get upheaval. It's not. What? You're not dead yet? All right. So there is the second pull, and then I'll show you one more pull. So as you can see, a lot of these are cleared out. Now we're going to go back in the king room. And we're going to pull that to over here because I tried pulling the king room up to the entrance and it just won't work because I leashed the mob. So if we run into the king room, I think it's the king room. I'm pretty sure. And hopefully the sound's not too loud. I'm trying to get a little more of the game sound. I noticed on my videos it's not really showing up great. So we can grab probably. I'll grab High Shaman here. And same thing, we're going to root, and then we're going to run back to the place where we rooted. Ow. Oh, I resisted. Never mind. Never mind. Don't be a sissy. Uh-oh. Whoops. And we have plenty of time. And this one, again, either is not really a big, massive pull, but still it's not bad. And we're going to run right over into this corner here and wait for him to come. So I'm looking at my root timer because I don't want his aggro radius to expand until roots are about to break, so I don't get like one straggler at the end or two stragglers at the end. 3, 2, 1. Now I'll sit. His aggro radius expands, and now he's going to pull out that whole group to me. And then by the time I'm done with this pull, the first pull is going to be ready. And this is a very, very fast way to get your Paineel key extremely fast, get your whole key. And I like Paineel anyways, especially as a Dark Elf. It is going to be an easy place to like bank and vendor and stuff like that. I mean, that's if I can find a port. That's if I can find a port. All right, so now we're gonna come up over in this corner right here. We're gonna wait for all the mobs to get here, and we're gonna earthquake. Yeah, hopefully that background's not too loud. Here, let me turn it down a little bit. You don't have to blow your guys' ears out with trimmer noises. The high shaman guy. He's got a little more hit points. So you don't have to pull him, you know. Because it does take a few more to get down. But I believe that the names do give a little more faction. And if you are a non-evil character, then they do drop nullties, and you can turn them in as well in Uridan for some even more great faction. But since I'm evil and everyone freaking hates me, I don't. All right, so that's 3 pulls. Again, if you can't handle it on mana, which I will run out eventually, which is no big deal, I'll just zone out and med back up. So now I can go back to the first pull. As a reminder, if you want to check your faction, you zone out and go con one of the guards. That's the way I do it anyways. So we're going to zone out and come up to here, and we'll con one of the guards. The last I checked, I was dubious. So grab a guard Harridan down there, and I'm apprehensive now. So to go from threatening to apprehensive, I think I did like 5 pulls. So it's really, really, well, 5 rounds. 5 rounds of 3 pulls like that. So as you can see, it's really fast. This is going to allow you to get your key for Paineel, get your key for the hole, and be able to bank in Paineel, and even level if you wanted to, because some of these guards, even at 52, the town guards are blue. And the guards, you guys see in my previous videos, are great plat anyways. So when you first get your first AoE spell as a cleric, you could technically come here with Trimmer and do the same thing, just don't pull all the names and stuff. But that's just kind of it. I wanted to show you a quick and easy way to get Paineel faction so you can get your whole key, and if you're higher level, you can do all 3 pull spots just over and over and over again and get faction extremely quick and have your whole key in no time. But I don't want to make this video too long. We're already at 13 minutes. I just wanted to show you guys. Going to the hole next, boys. I'm going to solo that stuff. I'm going to solo it. But anyways, that's going to do it for this video, guys. Hope you're having a good week. Hope you're having a good year. Hope you're having a good month. You guys stay safe out there because everything's freaking bananas like usual. That's it for me. Peace.